What's going on YouTube? This is your boy the Black Man here with a video today. So today we're going to be discussing the top decks I think they're going to be here for the July 1st, 2021 format. Um, so yeah, I have a couple decks here that I want to kind of go over and try to see what I think will be popular. But before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't already and hit the like button if you like this video. But without further ado, I'm going to try to go over a few decks that I think are going to be popular during this current format. Um, Number one, this is not in any kind of particular order. This is just like random thoughts I had. So don't judge me on it. I might make a later video as the format kind of progresses to maybe have like a tier list to kind of see which decks I think are the top and which decks are like the best. But number one, Brigade. I think that deck's gonna still be quite strong. They did lose Drytron, but they still have the other zoo cards, and they didn't really get hit too much by the ban list. And they're already one of the best decks before the list, so I think they're gonna still be hovering around pretty much the tier one um, status. Next, Prank Kids. Talk about a deck that didn't get hit by the ban list at all. This deck came off unscathed at like nothing happened to them, so I think they're gonna still be in their top spot. We might see more representation since Dragon Link got hit down a couple pegs, so I expect to see a lot more Prank Kids in the next couple of weeks. Next, the big one in the room I think is Skystriker. With Engage getting put back to one, Skystriker is going to probably increase in popularity. I think the first couple tournaments of the new format, we're going to see a lot more Skystriker floating around. I saw a lot of people testing a going second list, and I think that might be the way to go because you get an extra card. You get to play a lot of powerful spell cards going second, like Lightning Storm, and a lot of your Skystriker cards are actually better going second. Also, not to mention that you can play cards like Mystic Mine. I know a lot of people hate that card. I'm not particularly a fan of that card either, but it could be a win condition for this deck. So I expect Sky Striker to kind of like go up the meta ladder, especially with the Engage going to one. Next on the list is Guru. I think this deck is kind of weird because it kind of falls out of favor. Um, yeah, because it does a lot of things, but it's kind of a grindy deck. And really, realistically, whenever I see it played, it looks like just Dragoon Turbo. And since Dragoon didn't get hit at all, I think Guru can definitely be a contender in this format. So we'll have to keep our eye on that one. Talk about not really getting hit at all. I think this deck, I mean, one of the winners by far as not getting hit by the list. I mean, nothing got hit at all. Alistair is still at full power. They still can use the Shadal card, so Winda is still going to be a problem. So I think this, especially in the first couple of weeks, I think decks like Invoked and Guru are going to find themselves, just topping a lot more than they did in the previous format. Next on the list, I'm going to pretty much say Dragon Link-ish, mixed with Dragoonity. So I have Dragoonity right here. But I'm not going to count the deck out yet. We have a lot of good players in the community, and I think they're going to have a lot of people going to be in the lab trying to like figure something out how to make this deck work. I think they might go to a Dragoonity engine, and I mean you still have a lot of extenders, so this deck can probably still do some stuff. But I think Dragoonity, Dragon Link gonna probably be more of a thing. Another deck that I think is gonna probably be in the top, tier one category is gonna be Drytron. This deck was already making a resurgence by the end of the current format, so it's gonna only get better. I think. I don't know if it's gonna be the best deck because there's a lot of cards you can side for it, and people are going to be ready for it. But I think it's going to be definitely high representation in tournaments moving forward. Next one, this is one like a random one I thought of because I've seen this deck a lot online, and it wins a lot of games. Is ABC because Buster Dragon is still a problem. The deck can actually link a lot, and it can also put a lot of pressure in OTK your opponents with this deck. So I don't want anyone to really sleep on ABC. They might make a resurgence. It's like weird. In the beginning of the format, a lot of decks that maybe weren't good last format become kind of somewhat relevant and better. So I think ABC is going to see a lot of play during the early parts of the format. Next on the list is going to be Adagnister. This deck had a huge showing in the LCS. I'm not sure if I don't think anyone. I'm pretty sure not a single one top aided, but a lot of them were on the bubble. And I watched a couple of the games of people playing them. and it was amazing. I mean, the deck just has like a one card, you know, OTK, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on this deck before. It's been on Dueling Book for a while too. A lot of people are playing on Dueling Book, so I figured this deck is going to be in the format as well, and it might actually get stronger because of this list. I mean, it has a good matchup against a lot of things as well. And last but not least, I have Ultra Guys here because every format, this deck just shows up and it just like happens to win like a big event somehow because people aren't ready for it. And I think that could be the case coming for the remote YCS. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Honorable mention, actually, I just thought about this after I made this list, is Dinosaur is nowhere on here. And just because Mist got hit to 1, I don't think the deck is dead. I think it still can combo off. I think Scrap Raptor provides a lot of versatility for the deck and a lot more combos. So I think that deck can actually probably find its way into the tier category as well. I'm thinking about making a another list after we get like a week or so in, so we can kind of get more data and stuff. So I can make like a top 5 best decks of the format kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Dinosaur actually showed up in that. But that's pretty much it for it's a quick video. I just want to get something out there. If you guys like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to follow me, and signing out.